bonjour Truthers, Shari Watson. Pour mieux vous connaître, je reviens sur votre parcours. Donc le gospel, c'est grâce au gospel que vous avez pu acquérir cette technique vocale.
No, absolutely not. I love gospel music, but I didn't come up on gospel. I sang it a little later on in life, but start off opera.
Ok, donc l'opéra à Chicago. Et justement, quels étaient ces morceaux de l'opéra? Est-ce que c'était le lyrique qui vous a donné donc cette technique vocale?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Compositeur pour des artistes tels que Shanice, Mario Winans, Eric Bennett. Alors, être compositeur, quel était votre rôle auprès de ces artistes?
I was a songwriter and vocal producer. Yes, and I started off with Mario Winans in the game as a songwriter before I became an actual artist. So yeah, my role in that, we were a team, was just a songwriter and vocal producer for all the artists we work with. Yeah.
À 13 ans, vous utilisez une fausse carte d'identité pour vous produire dans des clubs de jazz de Saint-Louis. Mais quel était votre but, votre motivation?
Well, you know all my business, huh? The motivation of it was that at a very young age, I was just motivated by music. My family, everyone, you know, in my immediate family, my father, my mother, music was just very relevant in our household. My father was a local promoter. It was always about music. So, you know, for me, my cousin was a band. He was the leader of a band, and, you know, that band was part of our family, pretty much, and so I sang with the band. I was one of the lead singers of the band at a very young age, and so I had to have a fake ID in order to sing in the nightclubs that they were singing in, or that they were performing in.
Vous avez formé un duo avec une amie, alors qu'est-ce qui n'a pas marché dans ce duo?
What didn't work out, that band was called Sugar and Dap. That was actually my immediate entrance into the music business. What didn't work out was, first and foremost, we were signed to a label, Giant Records, and Giant folded. They were underneath Warner Brothers, and they folded. So they were, you know, only around for maybe a year or so before, I guess, they lost money, and that was the end of the group. We got dropped.
En 1999, vous participez à un casting auprès du producteur célèbre Dr. Dre et pour intégrer le groupe Hands On. Et là, il vous choisit, vous êtes seul. Et là, donc, vous participez aux albums de Busta Rhymes, de Evie et même au Up in Smoke Tour. Alors, est-ce que vous avez des anecdotes à nous raconter?
Yeah, but I can't. You know, it was so much different talent on that tour, and in an amazing way. Mostly rappers. I was probably the only singer, but it was just a great opportunity, great experience. It was a movement, really. You know, the West Coast finally did a tour. That was the only tour in history that the West Coast did. Like, rappers came together and did it. No violence, nothing but party and fun, and, you know, success. It was a great success, and it was great to be a part of it.
Open Up in Smoke Tour, il y avait Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Ice Cube, Exhibit. Yes. Alors, franchement, quel est l'artiste le plus sexy?
Who's sexy?
I guess you understood, yeah.
Yeah, I understood sexy. Who was the sexiest? That's a trick question. I looked at all of them like brothers. They're all like brothers to me. I can't even look at them that way. They all took care of me. Like I said, I was the only singer, the only girl on the tour. I was little sister. So they all took care of me. I can't look at them in that fashion. You know, it was work and brotherhood and sisterhood for me. That's it. Yeah.
En 2002, alors là, sort l'album, bien sûr, Truthfully Speaking, et c'est le tube Addictive. Vous avez 31 ans, alors là, vous dites, c'est la reconnaissance de mon talent, moi.
Absolutely, yeah. That was, especially for overseas, that was the only way my talent was recognized, because the rest of the record didn't go so international as Addictive did. But yes, absolutely. It was a big song and a big movement, yeah.
Did you feel recognized?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Il y a aussi cette histoire avec Addictive, le plagiat Kalion Kashaman, où le sample n'était pas autorisé. Est-ce que ça a un peu, comment dire ça, un peu terni l'image, votre image, ou pas du tout? Parce que ça a quand même clôturé, enfin, on va dire, la collaboration entre Dr. Dre et vous.
It ruined that album. It didn't ruin my image. I think my image is just now starting to truly be defined because back then it was more Dr. Dre's image being defined. So for me, I'm just now starting who Truth is.
En 2004, il y a ce deuxième album qui s'appelle Ready Now, alors sur le label de Raphaël Sadik. Pourquoi cet album n'a pas marché? Parce que vous avez une superbe voix. Qu'est-ce qui a manqué à cet album?
Thank you. It was an independent album, and with the wrong independent company, Navar, they folded shortly after then too. Doing an independent record can be a bittersweet type of a situation because if it works, you get all of your money back. If it doesn't, you get nothing, no recognition, nothing. So, you know, sometimes independent records get recognized, sometimes they don't. I think now is the time, more of the time to do an independent record than then because now it's like more groups and bands are self-sufficient. And, you know, you can get greater success and greater gain from being independent and get more money from being independent now.
Et votre collaboration avec DJ Prince Alim?
Yes.
Yes. Est-ce qu'il a participé aussi sur cet album?
He actually gave me a track for the album. That's actually ridiculous. Yes, absolutely, he is. Great producer.
Alors, il y a aussi un titre que j'ai vu qui s'appelle Pour la vie, avec DJ Maz et Mohamed Lamine.
She know about that too? Yeah, well, I just understood Mohammed. I mean, DJ Maze. Yes, I did a collaboration with DJ Maze and Mohammed Lamine quite a few years back, and he's just now releasing it. I did a show in Morocco with Mohammed Lamine. His voice is amazing, and I would love to actually work with him again, get his voice on, sample his voice and get it on a new track. Crazy. Addictive 2012 and beyond.
Et le featuring avec Big Ali.
Yes. Yes, I just did a featuring with Big Ali recently, within the last 2 weeks actually, and it's crazy. It's for his album, and I think it's going to go large. It's huge.
Je voulais savoir comment s'est passé votre showcase en Belgique et aussi en Pologne.
Wow. It was something else. I say that because there weren't many people that looked like me there. I was probably one of two, me and DJ Prince Hallam. We were the only brown faces. And it was quite interesting, to say the least. They loved us. They totally embraced us. And it was amazing. It was a new experience. And I love that overseas. I always get a new experience every time. It's totally different than the US. Totally different. Yeah.
Parlons politique, Truth Hurts. Depuis l'élection de Barack Obama, est-ce que vous avez l'impression que la condition des Noirs a réellement changé ou pas du tout?
No, but I don't expect that. I don't expect by race something should change because the president's race is a certain race. I think that's ridiculous. Even when Clinton was in office, it's like they called him the black people's president, and nothing changed for black people then. I think as a race, we should just expect to be Americans, you know what I'm saying? And for America to change, not for it to change for a specific race, because that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, like I say, we're all Americans, and things should just get better for us as far as healthcare. I think healthcare is getting better because of him. I think there are things that can change for the better because of Obama if they just give him a chance. I think he just hasn't had an accurate time for chance to do it.
Et pensez-vous qu'il va avoir cette chance d'être réélu une seconde fois?
I think so, and I hope so. Yeah.
Et justement, que pensez-vous de l'aura, du rôle financier, politique, je ne sais pas, de Jay-Z et de Beyoncé auprès de Barack Obama, le soutien qu'il a apporté à Barack Obama?
I don't know specifically about their support. I know that they've been doing some raising money for his campaign. I think that's great. I think that, you know, everyone should support him right now, not just artists. I think he's a great president. I think he's a fair president, and that's what the States needs right now. You know, so I think everyone should support him, not just Jay-Z and Beyoncé.
Je voulais savoir, beaucoup d'Afro-Américains souhaitent revenir en Afrique pour retrouver leur ascendant, leur histoire. Est-ce que c'est aussi votre démarche?
I'm eager to go to Africa just to see. I don't know about the whole roots thing, but I want to go back and see. I think, you know, I think it's amazing. I was born in America, so, you know, my family, as far as who I know, that's my roots. But I think, you know, Africa looks like us. We look like, you know, we look the same. So yeah, there are roots that we should always try to discover and find out where they're from. My roots personally, I think they're not just in Africa. I think they're in quite a few places. I would love to know what that is. That's the unfortunate thing. I always talk about this with people from over here, that it's unfortunate that a lot of black faces in the U.S., we don't know where our real roots come from because there's such a mixture. We're so mixed up of a people, you know. All we know is the States, and it would be great to know that, yeah. Absolutely.
Et vous êtes déjà allé en Afrique, je sais pas, au Nigeria, Afrique du Sud?
No, and I can't wait to go to every part.
Je voulais savoir, est-ce que vous arrivez à joindre les deux bouts? Vous êtes maman, vous êtes une grande artiste. Comment faites-vous? Quel est le conseil que vous donnez aux mamans qui sont fatiguées après leur boulot et qui doivent s'occuper de leurs enfants?
I handle it very carefully and very stressfully. It's not easy. It's you have to just put on a cape with an S on it and do your best. That's all you can do. It's very, very difficult, especially when I come over here. I miss my children tremendously. I would rather pick them up and bring them. But, you know, it's difficult. But it's called being a woman, last I checked. It's womanhood.
Truth Hurts, quel est le regard justement de vos enfants? Parce qu'ils savent que vous êtes connu internationalement, donc comment vivent-ils justement votre célébrité?
They don't know anything about that side of me. They don't, and they don't care. Yeah, I'm just mom to them. Yeah.
Dans une interview, j'ai vu que vous disiez vous recherchez l'authenticité, l'intégrité artistique.
I don't remember. I probably did say that. I just don't remember what I was talking about. I have to know what it was. Was I talking about music or was I talking about?
Yes, c'était à propos de la musique.
Maybe I was talking about that in my production for this album. That's all I was looking for. I wasn't looking for names. And I think I found that I had so many people, like up and coming great producers. Like I always say, the future belongs to the young up and coming, you know, producers or, you know, electronic geniuses, people who know the web, people who know how to work this Pro Tools program. And I think the future belongs to them. And to me, that's the best production that I've received so far. People who know a cross between that and how to play an instrument or music, you know. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for genuine music, authentic music, next level music, sounds that can take over the world, not just one region. And maybe that's what I was talking about when I said that. A message? Yes, of course I do. Actually, please keep following my music and who Truth is. Truth Hurts is a movement and a brand, and we're just now getting started. Great, great music. I'm actually doing film work also, and trying to save lives day by day and, you know, around the world. So, like I said, it's a movement, and please continue to support. Follow me on Twitter, Truth Hurts Inc., TruthHurtsinc, and follow me on Facebook. The page is officially Truth, and officiallytruth.com is the website. And they're making me sing a little bit of Smoke, so check it out. Your love keeps calling, calling me, leaving me for dead, no return. Keeps me dazed and misleading me. Tell me, good Lord, will I learn? Truth Hurts Inc.